James often grumbled that he had too much shunting to do. "How can I be expected to see to everything?" he would grunt. "Here, there, and everywhere. I shall wear my wheels out, and what will the Fat Controller do then?" Henry and Gordon didn't take much notice. They knew James, and they'd heard it all before. "It's easy enough to bustle about looking busy," they said. "It's the real work you do that counts." One day, Edward was at the shed. While he was there, a message came, saying that a train of trucks loaded with stone blocks was waiting at his own station. He was to fetch it, and bring the trucks to the harbour for loading onto ships. James looked envious, and Edward felt sorry for him. "Why don't you go and get the trucks?" he suggested. "It'll be a nice change for you. I'll stay here and shunt in the yard." Their drivers agreed, and James puffed away. This is nice, he said happily to himself as he sped on the rails. But it didn't stay nice for long. Trucks are dirty, rude things, always on the lookout for an engine they can be spiteful to. They had heard stories about James, and when they saw him backing towards them, they jeered loudly. "Look!" they cried rudely. "It's Bootlace James! Now we'll have some fun. Bootlace won't help today." They sniggered to each other and made a plan. Now stone is heavy, so the load was bad enough without the trucks making it worse. But the trucks didn't care about that. They tried all sorts of tricks. They slipped the brakes on, so that James had a great difficulty starting. Then they crept close behind each other and would stop one by one, so that a string of jerks ran right along the train. "They'll break a coupling if they're not careful," said James crossly. But he was determined not to be beaten. Slowly, he dragged the noisy trucks to the harbour and pushed them onto the wharf. Then he went wearily back to the yard for some quiet shunting. Well, chuckled Gordon. "Here's James. Come back after doing some proper work. I expect he needs a rest now." James pretended he hadn't heard.